Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And it's been a pretty crazy day, if you're asking me. Look at Bitcoin at 17.5 thousand, and XRP very, very close to 13 cents. All in all, a very crazy day. But I want to keep the trend going and we'll try to hit 500 likes within 24 hours because if we do, we'll be giving away 100 XRP. And all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. Also, guys, make sure you check out the Growth Masters Academy. A video will come out maybe twice a week or something like that, so go ahead and check it out. Start off with this video and work your way on forward. Having said that, PayPal now lets all US account holders buy and sell cryptocurrency. You might be wondering why I'm showing this to you guys again. Well, it is because right now greed is historically high. It is completely crazy as of this point. And how is that the case? Well, I think because for the last couple of weeks or even months, all the way since March, we've had a lot of institutional interest over in crypto. I mean, a lot of people are skeptical, definitely so. I mean, here we have largest hedge funds founder Ray Dalio warns of possible Bitcoin ban after hitting 17K, and this will stay that way forever and ever and ever. However, if you really consider all the facts, institutional interest has been there for a very long time, and well, it's also most definitely gotten a lot heavier since March. And with that, what we saw as well is that there was extreme greed, and I got a little bit distracted here for a second. If you guys didn't know, I'm trying a little bit something different with the microphone, and I don't know if you guys really like it, so I was kind of worried if I had to redo with a different mic, but you gotta let me know, right? It's just a test. I'm gonna try some different things over the next couple of days. But all right, the point of PayPal here is that a lot of retail interest has now started to begin. All right, why? Well, 300 million people got access to purchasing crypto, which is definitely something rather big, right? It's a pretty big change, and you can do a lot with that. So it's definitely something to consider if you also consider that greed is already very, very high. And as I've said before, at first there was a lot of talks about the election, and really not that much time or that much attention to crypto and crypto's gains. There were a lot of, I guess, pieces of speculation about governments falling and the US dollar falling, but really not that much attention on television too much. And now because of this PayPal deal and because that talk is a little bit over now, I think it's getting a lot more attention. Tesla will be added to the S&P 500, officially becoming a blue chip stock. This is not really cool for crypto at all. It's just cool to mention if you guys are into, I guess, investing or things like that. It's cool to know. And I also saw I guess an analyst that were talking about that one. Tesla gets added to the S&P 500. And let's see what it has done already. Look at those gains, guys. That is completely crazy. Moving further, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton to conclude tenure, or however you pronounce that, by the end of 2020. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy as well. Jay Clayton will step down by the end of 2020. A few prominent names have already emerged as his possible successor. Crypto-friendly Gary Gensler is a favorite among many in the digital asset industries. So, yeah, I guess we can kind of hope we're going to get a crypto-friendly chairman of the SEC. In the end, I always debate about whether or not the real chairman itself matters or if you get a majority vote inside of there because, well, I don't know too much about the SEC as I'm not, I guess, an American and stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess it's not that strange that I don't know how the SEC works from the depths of itself. However, I'm going to kind of assume here that it's always like a majority vote type rule where maybe Clayton has like a veto or something like that, but in general, you decide things together, right? It's not like Clayton can just say, yep, let's do everything. But maybe it is, though. I mean, I don't think so, but you guys get the picture. So sometimes I'm wondering whether or not the chairman really matters. Maybe it can help it get into a certain direction, but if it's going to be game changing, I don't know. If you just get, for example, 5 people that love it in there, you might get a lot more done than having a good chairman. On the contrary, he may use his veto if he has that. I don't think so, but maybe. Or I guess uses influence, with quotes, as a chairman to guide it into a direction that he would like mostly. But you guys need to help me out on that one in the comment section and explain a little bit how the SEC chairman works in that sense and how heavy he can decide these types of things, because I really don't know. Then, Origin Dollar hacked for an estimated $7 million. Now, I just wanted to get back to this one again, and back is, I guess, not back because I've covered it before, but back to these hacks and things like that, because I'm just really afraid people are going to lose money in crypto, especially guys that are new. And what I have to tell you guys is watch out for your money. That's number one. Watch out very, very much for scams and things akin to that. All right, watch out very, very much. Please. Please watch out for stuff like that. And always watch out where you're sending money to and checking links and stuff like that. Just watch out for it. Crypto firm offers 200,000 bug bounty to hacker who stole 2 million. This type of stuff is actually stuff I really like to read about. Why? Because it shows the crypto space is maturing rather a lot. Because look at this approach, right? There's a hacker that stole $2 million off of an exchange. Or I don't really know exactly what it is. It's a cryptography borrow and savings company. Acropolis. How else would you call it? Cryptography borrowing and savings company. I just called it like an exchange for ease of use, whatever you want to call it. But they exploited a bug, and so they got hacked. I mean, the hackers exploited the bug. And now they're offering 200,000 as a bug bounty reward in exchange for protection, I guess, from the future on forward, which is rather interesting. Rather really interesting, if you ask me, all right? Really, really interesting. Why? Well, this shows that a lot of crypto companies at this point are not being taken serious quite yet they are trying to evolve. They're trying to move forward, and they also look at issues like big companies do, and they have some big bounties for those things as well to make sure your money is safe. And I think a long time ago already, it was really the priority of making as much money as possible with no regards to safety. I mean, take a look at Mt. Gox, right? I mean, it could have been prevented easily, all the bad stuff that happened over there, but they didn't care. It's just really, you want to look for money-making opportunities, not safety. And now it's changed over quite a lot to make sure things are safe and then think about making money. How do I see that? Well, I've seen a ton of these breaches happening lately. And I told you guys about Ledger and about Coil, which just occurred. But I've also had a lot of other emails and a lot of other people send them to me and say, hey, this has also happened. This has also happened. And I kept telling them, good. This is very bad, but it's good that we're seeing that right now because all those big companies back, I guess, let's say 10 years ago, have had this. Because it used to be kind of new, right? It used to kind of be getting into it. And I guess in the dot-com start, a lot of these companies didn't know how to protect themselves yet hackers also didn't know how to attack too well. But now everything's getting better. Security's getting better, but the hackers are getting way, way better. And thus, seeing them, I guess, fall for all this stuff right now, and already from 2013 or forward with Mt. Gox and stuff like that, they've learned from that. They'll adapt from it. And I think within the next couple of years, hacking these projects is going to be so much more difficult as Ethereum is also going to catch on, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that are being done on top of Ethereum which get exploited. And a lot comes from, I guess, basic developer faults because they build it wrong, sort of. But I think eventually that's going to be no more. Right, at least for the bigger ones that people use, really. There will always be smaller ones which get hacked, but then it's your own fault, I would say. ECB's president hunch is the EU might push forward with CBDC plans, decision to be made in January 2021. Yep, Christine Lagarde said on Thursday that the EU would make its decision on whether to pursue a digital euro in January of 2021. This comes as more jurisdictions pay closer attention to CBDC, given the accelerated paradigm shift to virtual payment networks amidst the pandemic. Definitely quite interesting. Top crypto strategist bullish on XRP as a number of wealth invested in crypto assets hit all-time high. This has also been going on, as I've said before, but really ever since this stuff came out, XRP has gone on quite exponential. If you guys had noticed, it did a pretty good rally from about 25 to about 29 cents in a very short amount of time. Funny though, because we said if it breaks about 25.5 and 26 cents, there's most likely room to about 30 point something, 30.5 cents I believe it was, like BC Backer also said. But it's quite interesting to see that that's really also what's happening. These guys here said there's room till about 33, but I guess 30.5 is is showing some rather interesting resistance, which we'll talk about a little bit more. Then to quickly conclude here, the greed and fear index, or fear and greed, really shows what the people are thinking as of this point and how they're acting. And what it shows right now is extreme greed, meaning people are hoarding their crypto. They're greedy, they want more and more and more. And that comes together with the whales getting into it heavily. They want to have it, they want to hold it, they don't want to let go. Because, well, it looks like we're very close to all-time high, and I think the majority of people think we will go past it this time, which is why people really want to have those crypto. Again, not everybody's thinking that, as I said before, but a lot of people are, which is, I guess, the thing you really want. Launch of Ethereum 2.0 threatens to fail, as only 18.7% of the is allocated in the deposit contract. So this is definitely not that interesting to a certain degree, because, well, we have quite a lot of days to go still. We have till December 1st, and I mean 20% has been allocated. 500,000, or no, 100,000 out of the 500,000 Ethereum. But on a different end, I'm like, well, they have. Oh wait, the real deadline is November 24th, so we actually have one more week to go. So there's a good chance that this is gonna fail. Actually, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, the reason it's not that interesting is because, well, I'm not really putting any money into this myself, and if you are, you most likely already know this type of stuff because you know how to take those risks. Maybe the only reason it's interesting is because we shouldn't long Ethereum then, because if this fails, it would definitely not do that good. All right, it would definitely be quite bad for it. So I would prepare. On the contrary, there's also a chance that it will get some crazy boost within the last couple of days, as some people want to wait out as long as they can, like I am doing with the Flare airdrop. And then hold FOMO versus speculative FOMO, why this Bitcoin bull run market will be different. Now, the thing is, in this case here, FOMO is what we had before, all right? And especially speculative FOMO, where it's like, okay, there could be something big to this. It could be a bubble. It could not be. I want to hold it. I want to have it just to be sure. I don't really know what it is, though. I don't really know what it's going to do. I don't know if it can get there. I want to have it maybe, though, so I don't miss out on this run. What we have now, though, is we know there's a real necessity for it. We know that it has done it before. We know there's a lot of gains to come. We know everything, right? There's real use case. There's a ton more use case than there was before. There are a ton more outlets than there are before. And I think the majority of people had already bought it in 2017, and they're just holding on because they didn't want to sell at the bottom. So right now is just kind of a question of holding on through. And hold FOMO in this case is here, you're holding, otherwise you're going to miss out on the run. And previously it was like, okay, I'm going to miss out on the run if I don't buy in, at least for the majority of people, especially retail. So yeah, that's definitely a shift that I've seen as well, which is rather interesting because, yeah, if I'm asking my own self, I think that's the truth as well. I see this happening, all right? I see this happening, and maybe they explain it in a different way, but whatever I said here, I think it makes a lot of freaking sense here that people have changed rather heavily over the last couple of years with how they view crypto and how they view holding for the longer term. It's a huge change, guys. It's pretty damn crazy. But also, make sure you check out my Growth Masters Academy. I'm going to tell you guys once more, go ahead and check it out. I'm still thinking about also showing my face if we ever hit 100,000 subscribers on this channel. But I don't know what you guys think about that one. All right, I'm thinking about it though. So keep that in the back of your head. If you're always watching these videos, you're wondering what this beautiful voice. I'm just kidding, guys. If you wonder what I look like, make sure you subscribe though. All right, make sure you do that. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody. There's more videos coming though, because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. So stay tuned. See you guys again in another one.